Hello, my friends. It is year 14, week number 696, and this week, I broke my camera.
Kevinisomoto says, welcome to the vlog.
We are on our way right now to go over to Creative Mornings, the January 2024 edition. This is like the meetup for creative folks. They always have like a speaker of some sort, and they have like free coffee and whatever. And today the speaker is this guy named Jad Abumrad. I don't know too much about him, but he is the founder of the podcast called Radio Lab. And so he's gonna be there today. He's gonna be speaking. Looking forward to it, as always. And I'll try to get some clips of the actual talk itself. The speaker at the event was this guy named Jad Abumrad. I didn't know too much about him before I went into this thing, but a lot of the people there were fans of his. So like you can kind of tell from the Q&A session that a lot of people were very like excited to see this guy.
Hey everybody, how's it going?
The session, everything was great. I'm like very familiar with this sort of format now. You show up, they have free little snacks for breakfast, free coffee, and then after that you can kind of like mingle with the other people who are there. But then at the end of the session, right before I was about to leave, I set my camera down on a ledge and it slipped off, and it wasn't too far of a drop, but it banged on the floor maybe about, it was probably like 2.5, 3 feet away. And I ended up shattering the front filter on my lens. My friends, it is snowing out here. I was walking out of the venue and I set my camera down on a ledge. It slipped, smashed on the floor. I had a filter on the front of my lens and the filter cracked. And I'm not too concerned about the filter itself, but what I'm scared about now is I just had this slight feeling that the filter dented, which dented like the front of the lens itself. And that part I know it's gonna be so expensive to repair. So I'm kind of concerned. I'm gonna look at the damage when I get home. But it sucks. Cause I know like 10 years ago maybe, I did the same exact thing with another lens that I had. It fell off, smashed, and it was like $200 to fix the lens. And so I just know that I'm gonna have to repeat what happened with the lens today. So, damn it, sucks. But it's all part of the adventure, you know what I'm saying? So, the talk was good. You know, every time I come back to these things, I see familiar people, familiar faces of people that I see at the previous events or whatever. So it's kind of nice because I kind of connected with people that I saw in the past over at these things. And so I think as I go to more and more of these events, I'll start to see people that I recognize more and more every time. Okay, my friends, here's what we're looking at. Here's my lens, and there's the damage on there. So as you can see, fully cracked, and then right in this corner right here, that's where it's dented, so I can no longer unscrew this from the lens itself. So I'm hoping to take this over to a repair shop today to get this checked out. Okay, my friends, we are going into Manhattan because got to get the lens repaired. I think it's gonna take several days for them to actually fix it. So I'm gonna take it to a camera place that I found online, drop it off with them. I'm expecting it to take several days for them to actually like assess the situation, you know, talk about the price or whatever, and then actually do the repair and then have it ready for pickup. The camera place that I found it online, and the name of the place is called The Camera Doctor. And never been here before, but I'm hoping that I can just go in. I brought the lens with me in my bag back there. I'm gonna go in there, just drop it off, and I'm hoping by the end of this week, it'll be done, it'll be repaired. Hopefully I didn't break anything in the lens, like internally, that's like not visual. But I think that it's just like the the filter thread. So it's like, I clearly cracked the filter itself for sure, because it's smashed. And then I dented there's like a ring that goes on the outside of the lens, and I cracked that, or it's like bent. And so I'm hoping that's like the extent of the damage, that it's just that little ring, because that's like a very easy, inexpensive repair. And hopefully it's not anything that's like internal on the inside of the lens. All right, we dropped off the camera. They quoted me $55. No internal damage with the lens, the guy thinks. So he doesn't need to like open it up or like do any further repairs. But for the front, the glass that cracked, the filter, he has to cut it off. And so that's like where the charge comes in, is like the cost of actually, you know, doing the repair of cutting the thing, removing it. But I'm just so thankful that it's not like some crazy damage where I have to send in the lens and then be without a camera. And it's gonna be a fairly quick turnaround. So I think in the next couple of days it should be finished. I found this really cool frame shop in Brooklyn here. You go into this place and it's like a giant warehouse looking space, and they just have every sort of like miniature little vintage good you can possibly want. And what I went there for is I wanted to buy some frames. So I ended up buying this frame right here. I took the glass out because I'm cleaning it right now, but it was basically this. It came with like a glass front, and I'm gonna use it to frame up a piece of art that I'm gonna be working on next week. I just got a notification this morning that the lens is ready for pickup. So tomorrow I'm gonna go by the camera store. I'm gonna go and check out, assess the damage. It was just the front little filter part. So that part is completely done. I believe the lens itself is fine though. Like everything else is all good. So there might be some scratches. I have to like really check it out to see like what the true damage of this thing was, but I'm gonna go pick up the lens tomorrow, try it out for a little bit, see how things are, and then we'll go from there. But that is kind of what happened this week. I've been without a camera this whole week, so we've been very much in like improvisation mode this whole week, just kind of without any sort of camera. Thank you for watching. It's been year 14, week number 696. Next week will be week number 697.